Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. It is the afternoon hours, 2 o'clock in the afternoon to be precise, and harvest time is here for the lower east side and the upper plateau. Already got some machines going, already harvested one of the really small fields up in the upper plateau, but want to get the New Holland going here. So I'm going to go ahead and at least turn on, I don't have to turn on the header, but I will, because that's going to be a worker. And already have the T8 right behind, as you may have seen. Let's go ahead. Is that unfolded? It is. Alright, so I gotta lower that, turn that on. At least I remembered first this time before I get done with the field and go, oh, wait a minute, where's my T8? Alright, be careful of the wheat field behind you. I don't know if I'm lined up good enough for it, for follow me to take an effect. There we go. I did empty the baler. It had grass in it, so I emptied it out because I don't want a grass bale over here. Yeah, you are good to go. Start harvesting. Oh, wait, are you on? No, you are not. Hang on a second. No, stop. Activate that. Go forth, young man or woman, who's ever in the harvester. Needs lime. Really? Does it really need lime? You'll see why I'm saying that in a second. Because the upper plateau needs some lime as well. Yeah, so what we got going on here? Well, I did take care of the weeds over here on the western side this morning. We take care of the factories and a lot of other things. Okay, so you missed a spot down there. That's fine. Yeah, the greenhouses, I took care of those. I even brought some pigs over to our meat factory. 10 pigs to be exact. And so that should go for quite a while. You can see our cotton harvester has been going for a little bit. This is going to take about 2 real-time hours. So that'll take a while. What do I got over here? Oh, that's right. My truck is over here because of the whiskey factory. I'm going to need to move that here shortly so we can see we need some lime over here in the wheat field that we're starting to harvest. This is the field I already harvested with the class because I had a little problem with the class combine when I logged in. It was stuck in the shed, so I had to reset it, which was not, that's always fun. But it's taken care of. So up here, yep, we're harvesting sunflower. I did not check the price of the sunflower because it's been, what, like 6 in-game hours, something like that. So before I harvest that, let's jump over to our truck. I got the truck over here because I want to wash it first. Let's give that a good rinse. It's going to get dirty today anyways, but let's go ahead and clean it up so it looks a little bit better, along with the trailer as well. So the only thing I do know, because I did check when I started the cotton harvest down in the lower plateau, the cotton price at our sell point is still at 2,000 and whatever it was. Oddly enough, there's also a great demand at the spinnery, but that price is, I don't want to say only 1,500. That's a pretty darn good price at the spinnery on hard mode. That's clean enough, I think. Clean enough. Because we need to get things up and moving here. Get things turned around. So we are sitting just shy of $800,000. Wine and grapes we can be selling here pretty shortly. The whiskey right now I'm just stacking up. I have no need to go ahead and sell that right now because we just sold that in the morning hours. Although I do have probably like a full trailer and another one getting ready to go. Alright, let's come over here. Alright. Is this field, what field number is this now? I think this is field user number 2. Let's see, we'll do 2 headlands should be enough, and we just take a little bit off the top of the header. That is good. Let's go ahead and do that. And just like that, we got ourselves a course. Start at course, first waypoint. Yep, that's good. And you can drive the course and you will be fine. Hopefully everything will be golden there. What we got here? Alright, so yeah, the autonomous tractor is up here. Ooh, before I go any further, I got to make sure because every time I reload the game, this resets. Manure from the hog barn. No, that should be from the cows. And this should be from the cows. The reason why, if we go to pigs, well, the pigs actually do have some more slurry in there. We ran out of slurry when I was doing the lower west side. Yeah, I ran out of slurry spreading those fields, but within the last day they got enough. But the cows, how much did the cows have for slurry? Well, over 500,000 liters, so we'll go ahead and use that on up. All right, so yep, you should be good to go. Hire a worker for that. And right behind that, apparently I'm in the way, we got the Voltra ready to go with the lime spreader. I don't know if all the fields up here need lime, but yep, this one needs it, so we'll try to do our best to make sure our fields are always at 100%. And right behind the Voltra, you may have seen the class tractor with the seeder ready to go. I don't know how the autonomous tractor is going to do down there because there's trees right on down there, so that's going to be kind of rough for him to get around, but we'll see how he does. How we doing here? Yep, we're picking up straw. We're doing all good. That is getting near full, so what I'm going to do... Yep, we're going to go ahead and pick up these. I hate to pick it up just because one pallet just started there. Can I... Let's do it like this here. See if this will work. And then slowly back up. Slowly. Alright, and then turn off the autoloader so it doesn't pick up that pallet that just spawned. There we go, and that's good to go. And then my trailer is sitting right here at the whiskey factory dumping off some wheat. I'll finish dumping it off and we can go over and unload the CR1090. So here the greenhouse is full of water, full of manure. Like I said, took care of that this morning while I was advancing time. And yet we are producing meat once again. Let's go ahead and unload this. I do need this trailer actually over on the other side because of the cotton harvest. But right now, it's going to sit right here. The cotton field is going to take a while before I can get in the field to do anything else. So first things first, yeah, we got to make sure our CR1090 is empty of wheat. So that's good if the cotton price can stay right at the $2,000 mark. And if I can finish harvesting that field, we should have like 11 modules to sell at 40,000 liters apiece. That'd be a nice little payday, wouldn't it? Although it seems like lately around here, every day is a nice payday. Yeah, if we keep on going, I would like to get... We're at 8.5 million, correct? 8.5 million left? Yeah, 8.5 million left on the loan. Right? We still got to buy the rest of all the land, but really, that's not going to be... That's not that much. Man, I would really like to get the loan down to 7 million, which means I need to double the money I have right now, which we could easily do if the cotton price stays where it is. We can sell it when we get done with the harvest. Of course, I still got, like I said, we got wine and grapes. Wine and grapes to sell, so I mean, that's probably like maybe $200,000 sitting there, give or take, and of course, just keep on producing throughout the day. One of my workers finished. That's got to be the autonomous tractor, because it's not going to take long for that thing to finish. Yeah, the upper plateau, Frank Jr., and Mrs. Frank will be busy doing the things that they do. And they actually got a fourth helper up there, because I just realized they got 4 workers up there. One of Frank Jr. friends are helping out. Let's just say it that way. Let's see, you're heading that way, so yep. Turn around this way and follow the combine back, heading the other way if it can make it this far. So we'll park it up right about here. I guess the John Deere... Well, the John Deere could spread some lime, but I got bales on the field. Yeah, it's going to be one of those kind of busy days, isn't it? So I think it said our class Lexian needed to be unloaded. No surprise there. I almost said, yeah, it can only hold 18,000, but that is a pretty good size load for a combine. And I do believe I have it set now to where it will unload and not move. Oops, I'm not out far enough. This pipe extends further. That pipe extends so far, I'm trying to figure out how big of a header can you put on this combine. There we go. No. Why are you on the move? I know. Well, I don't want to say I know I have you. Stop during unloading. Activate. Why? I know I activate. Is that different for every field course that you set? Now I gotta wait for him. He's gonna be on the corner. And there you go. Unload there. Are we all set? Are we fine now? Oh, looking right at the chickens. That reminds me. What are the eggs doing? All right, the price is going up on the eggs, and of course the milk. 13.65 and climbing. So no sense in checking that probably the rest of the time because we're only at one times the speed here. Oh crap! I was supposed to unload this thing. Being the farm owner and having to do everything while everything's running, and I'm probably not going to get there by the time he turns around, which means to be facing the wrong way when he needs to be unloaded. Come on, Volvo, up and at him. See if I can get there before he turns around. I don't think so. Watch out for the bales in the field. No. Unload, and stop. Perfection. Kind of. Just kind of. Alright, so where were we? So the autonomous tractor, did you get that field all spread with the fertilizer? You know what, I'm going to consider that good enough. That's good enough. Oops, I need to jump into that thing. I said jump into that thing. We're just going to, well, park at my neighbor's field. How about that? We'll get it off the field. Can't move it over to the next one because, well, you can see we just really started harvesting that one. Alright, let's go ahead and get the Voltra up and running. At least get it kind of, at least get one field kind of taken care of. I know I'm overlapping there a little bit, but it'll be fine. And then that will allow me to bring this fine fellow up. Canola full of fertilizer. Worked out well because the field points are like, well, right here. Didn't realize I was even that close to it. And now this time it's canola. And we'll give the Vulture just a little bit more time to get ahead of us because I think this implement goes a little bit faster. But what I wanted to double check, because I forgot, is the price of the sunflower. So that price is going up. Yeah, the bakery, that's a really good price for the bakery, but the oilseed crops, being canola, sunflower, and soybean, usually sell best at Timberline Flour Mill or Agro Wholesales. So we'll have to see what these prices do today. And like I said, right now still the cotton price is still sitting at 2018, so hopefully that stays there. And like I said, we probably will be selling, if I do get a moment, the grapes and the wine. So that's pretty much where we stand right here on the farm this afternoon. Everything else is looking pretty good. Like I said, I need lime here. I think what we'll do now is I'll detach this trailer, and time to get the flatbed. Bring the flatbed back over here. I could just pick up the straw bales, get them off that field, and then dump them somewhere, and then I can do the same with the cotton modules. Although the cotton modules, I see one way off in the distance, but if you remember, the module harvester just about had a full module in it from the last harvest on the west side, so it didn't take too long to spit one out on that side. But that is going to be a lot of cotton, as you can imagine. And by the time we get back with a flatbed, the CR1090 should be just about done harvesting the first wheat field. We got 3 wheat fields on this side. The good news is I think I can put the rest in the silo over here by the hog barn. I think we got it down to like 20,000 liters, so I should have enough room. Whiskey Factory is just about full of wheat, so I don't think I'll be able to add any to there. But I think that brings us up to speed now. I think I got everything, quote unquote, under control. Oh, the only thing I didn't check though, I don't think the cotton field needs lime, does it? I don't think so. Don't think so. So yeah, hopefully by the end of this in-game day, of course, as we know, when we start the harvest, the big cotton field harvest, it usually takes a couple episodes to get that done, and of course the upper plateau is going to take a while. So this rest of the day, in-game day, is going to take this episode and probably the next episode as well. And got so many helpers going, I have no idea who helper B is. Not a clue. What would be blocked? Oh, could that be... I have no idea. I mean, we know it's not Frank Jr. in the Harvester in the Upper Plateau because that message would be on the lower left-hand corner. So it's got to be the CR1090 is blocked by someone. Find out here in a second. Let's skip around this way and head on down here. Well, no, that's still... Who was blocked, man? Who's blocked? Oh, the lime spreader. Yeah, it's blocked by... It's blocked by the shed I put down ages ago. I was trying to think of workers that were blocked by another worker. There we go. All set there. And you know what? Alright, Frank, now you can get to work. Get the first field seeded up here today with canola. Alright, so how are we doing down here? So yeah, this cotton field does not need any lime. So that's reset for cultivating and then eventually reseeding. I'm still tinkering with the idea of getting another cotton harvester, but spending $500,000 on a cotton harvester does kind of, yeah. You heard me say it. It's $500,000, so I'd rather pay off the loan right now because we're getting so close, and I think I can just, I mean, I can gut it out, right? So I was thinking though, this morning when I was taking care of all the factories and everything, waiting for these crops to be ready to be turned over. Yeah, if you remember, we sold the horses this morning and got new horses. I was thinking 10 days for those horses, huh? And I'm trying to think, will I have another 10 in-game days before we complete all this? Either way, they'll be there. I got to keep running the farm like, you know, even after we're done, that the farm's going to continue on working, if that makes any sense. Just waiting for the T8 to catch up. Of course, he's still on working mode, so he can't do more than 16 miles an hour with that modded baler. All right, hopefully he's smart enough to go around the trailer. Should be. But then again, said that before. All right, come on down here. Yeah, we should be fine. Class Lexian needs to be unloaded. Where is... I'm not going to ask why you went back this way, but that's fine. Just moving all the workers around. Actually, we don't have another worker up here because that's an autonomous tractor. That doesn't take a driver. Yeah, so it's just Frank Jr. and the harvester. Frank Sr. putting down seed, and Mrs. Frank likes spreading the lime, I suppose. I don't know if I need her again for other fields or not. But we'll park it right over here. Let me just take a quick look here. Yes, we do need lime up here. And Frank Jr. is waiting to be unloaded. This is what I was saying about, you know, maybe getting more field, you know, buying all the rest of the fields. That way we just have them all, but I can't. It's hard to maintain all the fields that we have. All right, make sure you give yourself enough space away from the header. Yeah, so right now the sunflower is going in storage. It's going to take a while before this thing gets filled up. A couple loads anyways. Okay, so we're seeding, starting to reseed up here, but we got a lot of fields up here to harvest, as you know. Same thing down here. Let's go ahead and jump in the Volvo truck and put this over to large square bales. Let's go ahead and get these out the field and get these wheat fields ready for reseeding. Of course, I got a lot of work to do before that even happens. Got to put the manure down. Got to spread some lime down. And then we can reseed. Let's see, do I need... I was actually thinking, boy, I could use another tractor. I do have another tractor, and that's the quad. I'm not using the quad right now, and it is over on this side. It's up in the cotton field. And really, I guess I could use that. I mean, it's way overpowered for doing the work I needed to be doing around here, other than the cultivator. But it's about the only tractor I have available to me right now. So that could either do the lime spreading, or it could do the manure spreading. Guess it don't matter which one, huh? This work needs to be done. Alright, so I might as well leave the straw bales on here. So if I'm going to grab the quad track, that's not going to be doing any work over the cotton field for a while. Might as well go ahead and pick up these bales here. Alright, so let's go grab the quad. So you can see how much of the field I've gotten done so far, and I see this is the one module. Or is there two out there? Well, I thought it would have filled up faster than that. Interesting. Hope it's a good harvest, because the cotton price is good. It seems lately that the cotton price is just, when it peaks, it's always above 2,000 now. For a while there, you know, it's like, okay, if it gets up in 1900s, we're happy. Now it's constantly getting up in the 2000s. But I'm really hoping for that egg price to get up to at least 2,800 today. Won't be this episode, but I mean by the end game day. Just have too many eggs now, and I need to sell it. A couple times it has been above 3,000, but I didn't have an extreme amount of eggs, but now we do. But man, it will feel good by the end of the in-game day if I can get that loan down. It always feels good to get money down, but you know, it seems like as we get closer to paying off that loan completely, it just seems like, man, if I can just get another million, if I can just get another million. Alright, so we are actually going to put this on manure spreading duties. And as you can see, the cows do produce a good amount of manure, but then again, we do have, what, like 450 cows at this point? Yeah, a few more days and this cow barn will be full. And like I said, and I've been saying all along, that once it gets full, we'll have to put down another one and transfer half the species from one barn to another, which will really wouldn't take too long with the trailer that we got. Just a matter of, I gotta find a place to put it. Then of course, gotta do a lot of feeding as well, because that barn won't have nothing in it. Alright, so I think we are good here. Right? Seems about right. Start spreading the manure, overlapping a little bit, but it's fine. Just got some of them shoes, but you know, I'm a farmer, I can deal with it. Alright, drop that off. Let's get the lime spreader. I need to get that trailer moved. Yep, it's one of those episodes where I'm just jumping from tractor to tractor, constantly moving things, helping out my workers get things done, get these fields harvested and replanted. So in 2 days, they're ready to go again. Now this is the only thing that I see a big difference between seasons and just the base game. We got the crops on this save game growing at the slow rate, which means every 2 days they're ready. This is where when you play seasons though, if you get to set your settings just right, I think it works out much better. I prefer seasons. Get this lined up, and I will give the quad track just a little bit of time to get ahead of me. And while that's going on, yep, you guessed it, drop that, grab the trailer, and get that off of that field. And actually, I probably should unload the CR1090 because that's probably going to fill up my trailer, and I can bring that over and dump that into the silo over by the hog barn. Helper D is blocked by an object. Oh, that's going to be probably Frank Sr. in the upper plateau because he's seeding that small field, and I bet you that shed that seems to stop everyone. That's what's blocking him. Alright, so I'll have to wait for a second to get the CR1090 taken care of. Let's go take care of... Let's go help out Frank. Is it Frank? Okay, but Frank, you are technically done? Yeah, you've seeded the whole fields. I mean... Alright, we'll just stop him there. And you don't need your beacons on, Frank. There's no one up here. There's no one. And it's almost perfect timing because I think Frank Jr. needs to be unloaded. My worker fees for the next hour, because we're running at real time, my worker fees are going to be expensive. It's going to be like $4,000 in worker fees. Am I over far enough? Don't think so. Almost over far enough, but not quite. Alright, turn that off and get ready to go unload the CR1090. So you got 80,000. So do you have 40,000 liters in there? Probably not, but it'll be full enough where I can bring this trailer load over. Actually, it might be pretty darn close. Fill me up there, sir. Or ma'am. Can't really see in there who's driving the combine at this current point. And yes, I do have enough for a full load. It's all working out. It's all in rhythm. But then again, I've been doing this for 180 episodes. I should have a rhythm here at this point. Quad is just about halfway done. I can almost start up the John Deere. And by the time they get finished with this field, hopefully the CR1090 is done with the field behind us. They can move on over to that one. And then once the quad is done spreading manure in all 3 wheat fields, I can bring that up and they can start cultivating the cotton field. And start replanting that with cotton. You know the routine by now, right? Well, let's go over and get this. Easy there, Peanut. I mean, you got 120,000 liters back there. It's going to teeter-totter you quite a bit. And that's why I don't have the second trailer behind us anymore. Hauling 240,000 liters. Yeah, especially with the back trailer, though. You barely tap the brakes like going down this hill here. That second trailer does jackknife so easily. Being an articulated trailer that it was. And still is. How we do it here? Is this full? No, that's not full yet, so I can keep on going. I can keep on going. The hogs are doing pretty good on manure as well, so lately when I've been, I took care, whoops, I gotta go in here. Oh, made it. Yeah, so when I was doing the greenhouses this morning, I went over to the cow barn and took the manure out of there, trying to let the hogs pile up some manure. While we're here waiting for that unload, let's start the wheel loader. and clean up this pig food that's over here, because I got to drive in and out of here quite a bit. I don't want to say quite a bit. It's going to be like maybe probably 2 more loads, possibly 3. Upper J has completed. That might be the quad track with the manure spreader. I think the pig food is going into the pig trough. And we can see our Wilson trailer is almost emptied. You can still see it going up in the digital display. A digital display is a nice mod. Slices barely pull up and you can see what's in the silo. Especially when you have multiple silos like we have here, because yeah, you can go to your page and find out how much of what crop type you have. But it'll tell you how much crop type you have in all your silos. So when you roll up to a silo, and it's nice to know, is it in this one? Is it in the other one? You can kind of figure it out. Alright, let's bring this back over. Get the John Deere up and going, spreading some lime. Drop off the trailer, put the flatbed back on, and get the bales off the wheat field that's being harvested, so I can move the quad track down there. Got my hands full today. Got my hands full, and will, and probably will next episode as well. But now I just had a flashback to when I kind of started this series. When I started the series, I was doing a series called Hawke's Bay, for those of you who've been around long enough for that. And that was a $20 million loan challenge, and I got like halfway through that, and it ended up being kind of like what I'm doing here. I had a lot of land, a lot of harvesting, and it was a lot of running around. They said, oh, this series is going to be like Hawke's Bay. I said, I don't think so. And now probably right around 150 episodes in, it started to turn like that because we have so many fields, and it's got a lot of workers going. A lot of running around, moving people around. Actually, I'm going to have to wait until this harvest is just about done. But I can move some people around here. Like the John Deere, you can go ahead and start putting some lime down here. Overlapping quite a bit there, but it's lime. It's not that expensive. Alright, we'll get you all set up, ready to go. Things are progressing, but that Lexian's filling up really, really quick, which is good. Just means more crop, but it seems like I'm up there every 2 minutes emptying that thing out. And the good thing is the sunflower price is starting to climb up at a couple of the locations, so hopefully maybe we can sell that crop today if the price gets up in the 700s. I'll accept like 720 and above maybe. I think that sounds good. Alright, back up here. Man, if I was doing this like hardcore Let's Play and could not teleport, oh man, this would be a struggle. I just have to work at one section of the map at a time. And I'm not giving myself enough room, I don't think. Are you going to unload into that? Nope, not quite. Didn't think you would, but, you know. No. Frank Jr. Frank Jr., can you keep the pipe out, please? There we go. Mrs. Frank's probably in here reading a book or something. I have no idea what she does. But we'll get her kind of set up, get ready to rock and roll. Get them all lined up. Actually, the first one to go is going to be the autonomous tractor. As for missing small sections like this in the harvester, all depends on my mood when the combine gets done. Do I want to go around to the corners and clean it up or not? It all depends. All right, so how are we doing elsewhere? All right, looks like we're doing fine everywhere. Let's jump over to this lovely little thing. Oh, it's getting ready to spit one out. Oh no, so I already got 2 modules in the field, so that's 80,000 liters of cotton, and it's getting ready to spit another one out, so that's that'll be 120,000. I've got 3 modules on the other side, that's another 100, so that's 240,000 liters of cotton that we'll have sitting around here, which means if it's going for 2,000, yep, just got to double it, and that's what we'll have. Just shy of $500,000 of cotton sitting around. Which I am going to check, because I mean that price I think is going to drop sometime soon on the cotton. Seemed like it's been sitting there for quite a while. And like I said, we're only running at 1 times the speed, so I'm not going to keep checking the price of the eggs and the milk. Other than this price should at least get at least 2,700, I would think, today. The milk, I don't know. I hope it gets above. If it gets up to 1,700, I may sell it, because I'm not really seeing it getting up to 1,800 anymore. So, and we got was it 800,000 liters even? Yeah, 800,000 liters even. And I got the mod to where the cows get milked at 6 a.m. and 6 p.m. So that's not going to change until nighttime. So we may wait until after 6 o'clock and sell that milk today. All this work to do. All this work to do, and I got plenty of it. Plenty of it moving around, but we're getting work done. I mean, we already got 1 wheat field harvested. We already got it fertilized. We're putting lime on it. That'll be ready to seed here shortly. We're just about done with this field here. I'll move them on over to field 32, 34. Pick up the bales in this field, get some work done. And of course, we got a lot of work to do up here in the upper plateau, especially if every field needs lime. I'm actually thinking, even though like field 18, 19, we just kind of created that field. It may not need lime. Same thing with 10, 11, and 12. I think I may go ahead and just spread lime in all the fields. Lime's not that expensive. I like to get all these fields in the same sequence, if that makes any sense. And plus, then again, if I get them all lime now, then I don't have to worry about it for 3 more harvests. But yeah, the work shall continue here. But we're going to wrap up this episode right here. I'm going to try to get some of this work done in between episodes. I don't know how much I'll get done, but I'll try to get some of it done. This combine's module harvester has been going for about 45 minutes here. Yeah, about 45 minutes. So it's got like another hour and a half to go maybe before it finishes this field. So yeah, hopefully we can finish up this harvest at the end of the next episode, and hopefully the cotton price stays where it is. We can sell it all. And like I said, we're at $8.5 million. I want to get down to $7 million on our loan by this end of this in-game day, which could be next episode, and that's what I'm looking for, and that's what I'm going to shoot for. But like I said, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time right here on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.